All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another set of games here of Sharif and Friends. It is the 2003-2004 season. We're getting ready to end 2003. We've got a game against the Lakers and then a game against the Thunder. And looking at our opponents after that, it looks like we'll definitely be able to end December. I think probably a good amount of January, but I won't worry too much about that until we get to the Lakers, past the Lakers game and the Thunder game. Let me see here. Damn, I mean, for as good as we're doing 7th, 5th, and 5th, it's amazing how not tremendous we technically are.
Welcome to 2K Sports, and we've got basketball.
I should turn this down just a little bit on my end.
Monday Night Basketball. It'll be the Orlando Magic facing off against the Los Angeles Lakers. And now let's turn it over to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke at the arena.
Move
I'll
that
have
up
more
just
for
a
you
hair.
at halftime.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. And now a quick
Oh, we down. I forgot we're down Sharif right now, aren't we? So it's not even Sharif and Friends.
Oh, man, he's on the highlight reel every night. And if you're guarding the rim defensively and he's coming at you, look out.
And here's something else, Steve.
Did I think I turned my I think I turned my whole thing. Oh, I knew it was going to crash on me. Had to do it at least once. I think I got a little too lucky originally. Yeah, I forgot I probably turned it way up or way down for on this stuff here. I wish I could get past this. There's apparently a way to get past it, but it just doesn't want to go. All right. Let's try this again. Except we're successful in playing.
Thanks for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports, a Monday night broadcast of the NBA.
All right.
It'll be the Orlando Magic facing off.
Magic versus Lakers. Let's do this again.
And the Lakers going through their pregame routines. We're live, the home of the Magic, the Amway Center.
All right.
Beautiful Orlando, Florida.
In the Staples Center, all right, we're doing good. Baron Davis, Penny Hardaway, Michael Jordan, Tim Duncan, and Marcus Fizer. All right, things are working this time.
And if you're guarding the rim defensively and he's coming at you, look out.
And you've also got to love what a forceful low-post defender he is.
Got
If he
here.
blocks one of your shots, you remember it. He sends them into the stands to make a point.
So for the Lakers, their last game a win against the Heat in Miami. A 3-point win in that one. Always nice to come out on top.
Go ahead, shoot from there, big man. Oh, I should have just. Yeah, I think he would have been a little too close to draw the offensive foul. That's all right.
I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
Oh,
one.
man, that was just amazing.
Yeah, we're getting to peak Shaq though too. 2003. I'd say 2001, 2002 is probably the best, but probably peak Shaq. But this was still,
Almost got to that
I would
shot
say,
in
peak
time, but
Shaq.
not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
Marbury, he's guarded by Davis. Back to Shaq.
All right, Fizer.
Backs in.
I wonder how much they're gonna ride Shaq. Oh
And that
Lord.
one's good. Shaq's got 5
I
now.
wonder if I should move Fizer over and put Tim Duncan on him.
It's always
I
going to make
wonder if
good on
that'll
that.
work out a little bit better.
Backing him down is Duncan.
Ooh. He's a defensive guy. Oh,
No stopping him there.
There you go.
Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a 3-point play. That's on Shaq. This game's
shit.
gonna take
That was
a big
way
swing.
early.
Clark, if the D
I don't know what I was
continues to clear
thinking.
like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Man, are we just gonna let Shaq just get everything tonight?
You know what, Kev? Come on, Kev. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the Lakers head coach. They'll be up against a future Hall of Famer in Tim Duncan in this one, and I asked him how Duncan changes what they do on the defensive end.
I thought he was going to be able to just out-dribble him a little bit there.
Saying, if we start fighting on
I thought wrong.
our way, we'll all be in foul trouble. We can't let that happen. We'll see if they can avoid just that, guys.
Thanks, Doris.
We might still be able to make something work here.
Hughes with the and it's the Lakers on the break. Lakers passing it around.
Ooh, nice.
Sends it back. And up the court come the Magic on the break.
What?
Here's Pfizer.
All right, at least Pfizer got it, but goddamn, I don't know why they passed it to him.
That is a tough layup with a guy right on him. Good defense, but better offense.
All right, let's see what we got.
Is his second
Still early, man. I'm hitting early with all these shots right now.
Average number at the line,
I don't
about
like that.
73%.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in.
They're calling a
practicing
lot of
free throw
fouls,
shooting
too.
has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Well, the season numbers for this club really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year,
Let's see
guys,
what we
but it's
got.
not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Davis.
Jacks up a three. Shot is off.
Come on,
And it's
there you
the
go.
Lakers the other way. This, of course, their first
about
opportunity
Luis
to play in
Scola.
Orlando this season. Here's Scola. It's
Ah.
blocked by Shaq.
I don't know why I thought maybe I could get over Shaq. I'm testing myself against Shaq here.
That time from Hardaway.
It's not going out too
Terrific
well.
job that time defending at the
Having to
rim.
contend
It's
with
not an easy task stopping that fella when he's
2003 Shaq.
Good job.
Gets
Not the
bucket.
I'm
greatest.
not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Marbury is guarded by Davis. Hardaway against Hughes. Miller kicks to Shaq. Back to Miller. Clock at 6. Ball's knocked loose.
Oh, there you go.
Stolen by Jordan. And they're moving it up. Hardaway passes to Scola.
There you go.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, the kind of moment you love
We'll get
to
this
see.
back.
Excellent
We got
defense,
this.
leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition
Oh,
game
oh,
when
oh.
they've got it clicking. It's
Pick
really
his pocket
explosive.
again.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's Hughes. Drops in the tray. Hughes got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Davis dishes to Scola.
Come on, Scola.
Battles
There you
through
go.
traffic and lays it in.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Hughes kicks to Miller. Marbury is guarded by Davis. 5 on the clock. Number 3. Up and
Damn
in
it.
on the layup.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in
Goodness.
the NBA this season. The Lakers second.
I need to
Well,
look
as a
into
group,
the.
they've been very effective. It's not
I
one
need to
guy
look
just
into like the
crashing boards.
Dornas
It's a
and all
total
these
team effort
different
and a team attitude with this group.
arena
That's why they
ads and
rank amongst the
everything because
league
I've never
leaders in
really
rebounds.
looked hard into those to see
Hardaway for 3. And
how
that
well
one
those
falls
work
coming
because
off
you
of
could
Davis's
probably
feed.
change them.
Hardaway
I
has
feel
got
like I
his
probably
first 3 points
should.
of the game. Inside to Shaq. And it's good. Walk through contact. It's the shot. He'll
We
go
just
to the free
cannot
throw line.
stop Shaq today.
You know,
Already
offensively,
9
each quarter
points,
has
4
been
for
perfect.
4.
Not a single missed
Thankfully,
shot.
terrible
Gotta
at
keep riding
free
it.
throws.
And Orlando making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Miller, the pass.
All right, let's see how Kwame fares against Shaq.
And
Ah.
Burns, a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact.
That's all right.
and
He
he'll
drew the
shoot 2.
contact though.
All right, a chance to check out some
Helpful.
numbers for Shaquille
Jesus.
Some kind of
First in
performance
points,
has been
first in
coming
rebounds,
right in,
first
right
in
out
blocks
these
per
past
game.
4 or 5 weeks. Tops in
He's looking for
scoring,
that
first in
MVP.
rebounding, and he has been such a force inside defensively, the #1 shot blocker in the league.
And Steve, we really can't gloss over his ranking as the top scorer in the NBA. I mean, he's the one guy you don't want to see coming out of the opposing locker room.
And Brown drops them both. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 2.
Up. Stay on him. Stay on him.
Anderson with the ball, now defended by Tinsley.
I'm worried. Yep, I'm worried they're going to get down to Shaq.
Hits the jump hook.
Kwame's trying, but there's only so much you can do. Shaq is Shaq, man.
And he's nailing everything. 5 for 5 already.
Pass to Brown.
Oh, Kwame tried to save it.
Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them.
Didn't work as well as I'd hoped.
And stolen
There you
by
go.
Miller. The pass to Tinsley.
Oh, ow, come on. That was an A- shot.
That shot will go down.
Ah.
Defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Anderson against Miller. Pass to Porter.
I'm trying.
Just 5 to shoot. Dishes it to O'Neal. Shoots from the right block. And the shot.
There's just no way to stop him today.
Shaq's got 13.
6 for
Today's
6
just one of
now,
those
and it's
days.
rolling.
And we're just
At
not
least not on
going
the
to.
first 6 attempts. I mean, he is scorching out there.
Inside. Kicks it to Brown.
Oh, my God. He still got a block off that. Holy shit. There is just. It just cannot contend with Shaq today.
And plenty of contact on
Well,
the
hardly
shot.
any of
So
their
2
guys
free
without
throws
committing some
coming
sort
up.
of foul.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December.
This is
You look at
insanity.
Orlando, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Pistons right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
Checking out Orlando, they played terrific basketball this year. They haven't missed a beat after the success they had last season. Well, it's hard to find a team that matches up
Let's
with
get
them.
ourselves some serious points now.
They would probably have the upper
Now that
hand
we have
against almost any team in this league.
no
They're
Shaq
a very difficult
out there.
matchup. They've got plenty of talent, and they're so well coached. A lot of
God
times they
damn
play
it,
hard
dude.
every single night.
I wish he was like going for a layup or a dunk, like he had a free lane. But whatever happened, I must have hit the button too early.
Lakers passing it around.
Otherwise, that should have been
Miller grabs the miss.
a layup or
That was a
dunk.
good rebound
Ah!
right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Well, they've got to meet the energy that they're facing right now. So important to battle on the boards.
Ooh,
It's 3-on-3 on the fast
I
break.
don't know why I'm playing so poorly today. I'm still making some plays, but no, I'm
Well, that's how you pick up second
I'm
chance
losing.
points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Feeds to Tinsley.
Oh, Tinsley is just not hitting anything right now.
The Orlando
There's an
Magic
A- and an A+
after the win
right
against
now
the
that he's
Washington
hitting.
Wizards.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was a
This is not going too hot.
played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was
All
really
right. You know what? I know they might. I know Coach might want to hit the timeout, but I'm just gonna run through the tape on this
He
one.
feeds it to Tinsley. To the inside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on
That's
the
all
shot.
right.
The Magic have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
Well, one of the
No,
better
this
free throw
past day might have been
shooting
hard
teams
for
in
you.
the NBA. They're hitting about
It's
80%
been a hard
this
day
year.
to know that the fact that I didn't wake up at like 4 in the morning was my downfall.
15
Now
seconds
alls I
left.
have for now to sign in Philadelphia is a program with her on the cover. I think it's the only program she's been on the cover of, but I still bought it. But the photo book would have been nice.
Guys, this game
I'm sure I'll be able to get it. I'm sure they'll print enough next time that I'll be able to get it, and I'll
Offense,
not
the order of the day as
you
the
know,
first quarter comes to
wait
a
forever.
close.
Which, I mean, I certainly didn't wait forever. It was just sold out by the time I
We'll take
even
a
woke
quick
up
break,
today.
then get you back to the action.
What was it, like 2.5 hours? Like 4 a.m. it said they were selling it, and then by 6:30 they're out.
Spend
It's
your
like,
Christmas
Jesus
day
Christ.
with the NBA. Go up against
All right, the second quarter.
It'd have
is
just been
in
nice
a
to
moment.
be able to get it.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, I like the fact they've
Just been
already
able to
getting a
nice to
lot
get
of
it,
high-quality shots in the
you
paint.
know, before I went to
Passing has
Philly.
been
But I'm
terrific,
sure this
too.
won't be
Clark,
reprinted
we're seeing a lot of assists.
and then
Really
sold.
moving
And
the floor
oh
offensively. I
Lord,
like what I see.
And so in the game for the
and
Magic,
then shipped to
and that
me
one's good. Hayes has got
internationally
the
by
first
then.
basket of the second quarter for the Lakers.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They
There
need
we go.
more energy in the post. Maybe some
First and the
double
last,
teams.
how
Gotta
accurate.
get
Yeah.
their defense in gear.
Maybe she knew. It might have been one of those things she kind of knew, because she kind of said that she had a feeling that this was going to be the year. You know, it sounded like she had that plan, so it's not shocking that, you know.
So it's Orlando now. Davis kicks to Miller.
What is going, and it's also not going to be shocking if she pulls like a Himika.
Backing down.
I'm telling you, I'm like 99% sure
That one's good. Scoa's got 4 points
that if
now.
we see her after like her little like leaving public life thing, like we're going to see her around like next time, like this time next year, just hanging out backstage, and she's going to have a wedding ring on her finger.
The pass to Washington. Buries it from three-point range.
Maybe even pregnant at that point.
Not sure who was supposed to
I think it's and you're gonna cry. I'm gonna be like Dolph Ziggler. It should have been me.
Orlando keeps possession.
Yeah, she's gonna be like Azusa Takagawa. I told you. I told you. She's a woman, you know, attractive woman in her mid-30s. There's no way she doesn't have somebody. I'm sure she does.
Basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Duncan, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each.
You're 35. I'm 33. Jesus Christ, man.
And doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense as good a job offensively.
And I feel like this
as
kind
we
of
saw.
stuff is
Defensive
this
presence
kind of
is
stuff is
almost
yeah, this kind of
non-existent.
stuff is different for
They may
dudes.
see this lead disappear
But
if
yeah,
they
it's kind of
continue to
sad
give
because
up
it's
those
like,
easy
all right,
points.
And
well,
the Lakers make
my
it
old
easy.
favorite,
Hughes is checked in.
I lost to retirement and marriage. And then my new TJPW, my other TJPW favorite, I lost
Down
to
5 on the shot clock.
Crazy Lesbian. And
Good.
now my newest one, I will be losing to retirement and eventually marriage.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple.
I feel like we're gonna see that in like a year. We're gonna see like in a year now just showing up behind the scenes, like backstage at a
Here's Jordan. Good.
TJPW show, and you're gonna have all the TJPW roster like taking pictures with the new baby. That's how this is gonna work.
Jeez.
Jeez.
And they'll definitely take that. It's defense where they need to key in.
Pass to Hughes.
Yeah, it's one of those things. She said she had dreams. She's like, I can't say anything, but when I realize those dreams, I'll let you know. It's like, if it has nothing to do with wrestling or acting, more than likely it's not some like normal job, probably. So like, yeah, of course she can't say it because she's like a top seller in merchandise as seen by the photo book.
2 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball.
But yeah,
Gets it to go.
I'm sure that dream is to be a wife and a mother.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Here's Jordan, and it's Orlando with another.
Excellent feed from Baron Davis that time.
To the paint. That's good. The Magic.
Now we'll have to find someone else.
Shaq on him. The drive by Duncan.
I want it to be, I mean, it would be Neko, but she's always injured. And hell, by the time that she comes back, she might just end up retiring because of her knees being sawdust.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
The Magic have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive.
Oh, come
They just
on.
Can't get it to go.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect
6
them
for
to
6,
bury
man. Can we make
I don't
Shaq
know.
miss?
We've seen him hit those in the past, but like you said, the defender was on him like glue.
Stop having a certain type of
Opened quite a
fever.
bucket. He is so creative, Kevin. That's what I love about watching him. As good as anybody in the league at breaking down a defender one-on-one.
It's not even that. It's just I got to have a favorite. My favorites.
Too, Steve. He doesn't just pass the ball
My favorites, at least in Tokyo Joshi Pro, keep leaving.
Spectacular fashion, too.
No good on the free throw. Scotty's checked in for Orlando. Good on the second free throw.
Hunt after local women. I'm not sitting here saying I'm trying to actually be with these women, dummy.
Davis drives in. It's
Oh my God. Can I fucking stop Shaq? Is Shaq a cheat code right now? Is that the point with Shaq?
He kicks it to O'Neal. They get the rebound, and that one's good. Shaq's got 15 points.
A large part of
We made him miss one, but he went and grabbed it right back.
Hardaway passes to Davis. The dish now to Duncan. Teardrop shot.
At least we got a foul out of him.
And 2 shots coming up. The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th free throws.
Man, I am
of the game right
bad
here.
at this free throw shooting tonight. Jesus. It's like 5 now. Awful.
And the
There we
second
go.
free throw, good. Lakers leading by 11.
I gotta find some Momo Watanabe stuff,
Tinsley covering.
assuming that's stardom.
break for the defense.
I like the fact that now we do have the autograph,
You get there late, that's
the
what
autograph picture combo. Which, by the way, I'm wondering how much the autograph picture combo is in Japan. I wonder if it's 3,000 yen, because that seems to be sort of the equivalent to what they're charging. But realistically, here in America, with the way that the yen is, I bet you I could look
Last
here.
6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash
That's
mouth
30
basketball,
bucks.
guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play. in the paint.
44.50.
Dominate.
Yeah, so like 4,500 yen.
He hasn't scored yet. That
I'm guessing they're
action
probably
change.
damn near making bank for
Hardaway
this.
for 3.
And it was probably a big thing with it was probably a big thing last year with the WrestleCon thing, because they were part of the WrestleCon that they can only do so much, considering they were part of the convention. And I'm sure they were paid to, be there, and then the convention would get
Opportunity he fails
kickbacks.
to convert very often.
So I think that's why
Dishes
they're
to Hardaway.
not able to sign as much. It sounds like they might be able to sign more, or at least
Defended by Shaq.
be able to
Here's
do a little
Spicer.
bit more
The Magic
this
again
year.
can hit.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
We are struggling hard against these guys.
Barber, Tinsley
Here's hoping someone beats the Lakers in the playoffs.
Miller
I mean, I could always probably find the way to. Jesus, we still can't get it. And Tinsley gets the
That's risky
foul.
run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
Well, so much great defense has come
This is
from the
ridiculous,
shooting
man.
position over the years. And here's a
We
rundown of
have to
players
stop
bringing
Shaq. We
him
got to
at
slow
that
him
spot
down at the
this
very
year.
least.
That free throw, no good.
Boy, you've got to be able to knock down your
Yeah,
free
I'd have to
throws if
find a
you're gonna
Momo
keep a team
Watanabe
that's
thing. I
behind
do
you
have
at
like a
bay.
photo book,
When
but
you
it's
don't
like
make
an
your
old
free
photo
throws,
book
That's a good way to
from
let
like
the
when
other
she
team
was in
back into
Queen's
the game.
Quest.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando.
It's like
Brown
3
is
years
stepping in for
old.
Duncan.
I don't know
And
if
Davis
she'd
into
probably be
Hardaway.
willing to sign it, but I don't know if
Brown
I'd.
with the drive.
Ah,
Outside, Davis. The Magic again can't hit.
God damn it.
Lakers lead by
Mother of
13.
fuck, Shaq is a fucking bastard to play against, man.
Barber, Tinsley covering. Shaq with the screen. On the wing, Hughes.
Shaq's just on his shit today.
Hughes got his 3rd basket of the
One
night.
second.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. I mean, they have to get a hand in his face.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Shaq is really having a good game here.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
Okay. Need to move some stuff around. God damn. Oh, and then I got everything else. Jesus. I'm having all sorts of problems with my chair. My chair's just falling apart on me. I really need to get a new one,
And
but
let's take a quick look
I mean, as
now
long as I
at
can
the
sit in it
score
and be
sheet.
comfortable, I should be.
First in rebounding,
It's about the
third in
best I got
scoring,
right now.
and he's also ranked third in the league in blocks.
Thought he was first, and
Terrific
first.
rim protector.
You know, we rewind back and look at his incredible rebounding average, and he's actually a beast in the paint.
Thoughts on
Shot goes
AEW
up.
big business
He
in
really
Monet.
believes it belongs to
It's,
him if it
I
doesn't
don't
go in.
know.
Hardaway's checked in for the Magic.
I mean, I'll still watch the pay-per-views. I don't know if it's going to make me like...
Shaq on him. It's Brown with the
Mercedes
drive.
Monet's fine. Oh my God, can we get a basket?
Been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage.
Can we
tells
buy
you
a
what you
hoop?
need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what
Can
it
we
says on the
not
scoreboard. I mean, they're really
have a
pushing him
fucking
around
foul?
physically at this point.
Man, this is
You do have to play the
abhorrent.
aggressiveness to go after the block, but that
We are
was
just
something
having
that-
a shit game, man.
60% from the line, 6 of 10.
Should I just stay behind the line? Should I stay behind the three and try to figure something out from there?
The feed to Hardaway.
Man, we can't hit shit from there either today.
Looking to end the drought.
We cannot hit shit today.
Lakers leading by 19 points.
Yeah, no, I mean, Mercedes Monet is whatever, but like,
5 points in the game.
I don't wanna completely just sort of like poo-poo on it because I don't think it's gonna make me. I'm not so much of a Mercedes Monet fan that it's gonna make me like fucking watch
The three.
like it's not gonna change my habits about AEW. I'll watch the pay-per-views and all that, but you know,
Boy, they're getting a bunch more threes up
I don't
there
even
in the
have
second
cable,
quarter.
so it's not like
Little
Dynamite
trigger
is
happy here, Clark, and you can't win the game with one shot.
you
gotta
know,
vary it up, challenge the defense inside.
appointment viewing anyway. So
Shaq passes to Miller. Down low. Hughes, good. Hughes got 13 points.
Those
I can't
defenders
hardly
look
think
like
of
they're
anybody
out of
in
gas.
AEW
They're
that
getting
would
pushed
be.
around on the low block.
Can you stay in bounds? Go good. The one fucking time we actually managed to hit a fucking three.
Magic making a
Managed to be when you stepped on the line out of bounds. You fuck.
Los Angeles
Flop.
leading by 20.
Was this one of the first years they introduced the flop?
Anderson kicks to Porter. Shot from 6. Good on the shot.
We cannot stop them. We cannot fucking stop them. I'm gonna keep trying, but like,
Giving up these easy chances is
there you go. Just make some, try to make some threes, man. Try, just try.
From outside the arc. And it's
Hey, I got a block on
And
Shaq.
through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Los Angeles on top, up 19. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow.
We are
right here on
losing
2K
horrifically. I gotta change that.
And now
We gotta change some shit up, man. This is horrendous.
Live from 2K Sports, it's the Monday night edition.
It's only got 15 points too. Everyone's like, he dominated the first quarter, and yeah, a lot of it really is the blocks and all that too. So he's just been a block machine. I don't think I care that much about looking at this shit anymore.
And another game going on.
the Sprint
Yep.
halftime report presented by Sprint.
Ugh.
Well,
Ugh.
everybody, third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, we
Get
have,
the-
Kevin, and that's exactly what this
Holy
team
Jesus.
needed from him. He's been terrific.
And you know what, Steve? A double-double in 2 quarters of play, guys. I mean, that's nothing to complain about.
There you go.
And
There you
Davis
go.
with the basket on the assist
All right,
from
making
Hardaway.
some shots. Have to
6
start
points for Davis.
the comeback
Back
here.
to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Hard to talk
Third
about
quarter
Eddie
action
Kingston
getting
on
rolling
Baked.
right now, brought to you by Gatorade.
Why?
Loaded up and
Does it
ready
just
to
lead to
go.
fat
Here's
jokes or
who's on
some
the
shit?
floor. On the court for Orlando. Duncan out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Hardaway.
God damn it. You
There's
quit
Davis.
pinballing
And
off of
Barnes as
people.
The Lakers gain possession.
Now, a severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
Los Angeles leading by 16. And the pass to Hughes. Dishes it to O'Neal.
Okay, I gotta quit being stupid. I gotta quit being stupid about everything.
All alone. Offensive rebound.
We gotta out rebound Shaq, which is, I know, easier said than done, but Jesus.
They have
been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it
There
a
you go.
mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
The offensive execution really well done. They got the ball
Yeah,
inside.
make Shaq have to work for it and get some fucking fouls on him.
5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. Here's Marbury.
God damn.
Throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Baron Davis picks one up.
Yeah, the referees
What
all
a
over
pain in
that
the
one.
ass this
No doubt
is.
about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Lakers have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. Both shots good from the stripe. The Magic trail by 18. Jordan dishes to Davis. Back to Jordan. Steps back and shoots. And so he draws
All right,
the foul
got
the
one on
shot
Miller.
Trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
God damn, dude. I cannot hit a fucking free throw to save my life
Good on the
today.
second.
I can't hit hardly anything to save my
Just
life.
about
It's
a minute and a half
ridiculous,
into
man.
the third quarter of basketball.
Jesus.
Shaq is screen on Davis. Here's Marbury. The shot misses. Good D
It's
by
funny.
Hardaway.
What's funny?
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
This is cursed.
Backing him
This
down
is
is
just a
Duncan.
giga cursed stream already.
Shot is
I
off.
wasn't really gonna
Los
play
Angeles
this.
will take it the other way.
I wasn't 100% gonna play this. I was gonna play
Two straight at home.
I got TEW I can play. I haven't
So it looks
played
like
that
the
yet,
Lakers will
but
retain possession here.
I need to play it. I'm ready to go with that, but yeah. I thought about Supermarket Simulator because I bought that. And there are a couple other games I was looking at buying.
Barber, who's guarded by Davis.
Because it was on a spring sale.
Inside.
I was like, okay, I could buy that. That was pretty cheap.
9 points in the game so far.
They've been
I think there was like a
getting way too
tavern
many
one.
high percentage looks close to the basket, and tell you what, when
There's a
they're
tweet
getting them,
complaining
they're
about
converting.
Mina showing up on AEW complaining about it. I haven't heard anybody complaining about it. By the way, wasn't it like the pre-show? Was it on Ring of Honor? Is it gonna be on Ring of Honor, or is it like the pre-show to Ring of Honor? Saying it was for Joshi fetish.
The
Yes.
Magic trail by 19. Miller, the pass to Duncan.
I've mentioned it before. Is like
Seconds into the shot clock.
I've mentioned before how weird I think it is when because I'm wondering the Joshi because like
So timeout called.
I'm wondering if they're like the Jim Cornette person who was complaining about some Rhea Ripley Gooner. Yeah, see, I was like, is it a Jim Cornette type person where like women's wrestling is not great, especially Japanese people? Or is it one of those things where they're one of those weird, because I've mentioned it before, those weird like women's wrestling accounts that like talk about women's wrestling all the time and then genuinely are just like, actually, women's wrestling is better than men's wrestling. And it's like, you're fucking lying, but whatever. I wouldn't say that one is better than the other, but I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, it's one of those reasons why, like, not just the Joshi. It's not like the Joshi fandom is all that much better because you get a lot of people who are really against the idea of ever sexualizing these women. Where it's just like, I just enjoy their wrestling. It's like, get fucking fucked. Get fucked. Like, you're just lying to everybody and then probably yourself, unless you're just gay. And then I'll accept you fucking gooning to Dragon Gate or like DDT. Like, at least then you'd be consistent. But yeah. Like I said, it's two weird subtypes of wrestling fans, especially with women's wrestling. It's the women's wrestling is better than everything type people. And like it is sacred and should be like the main thing, and you know, the people who believe that like women's wrestling needs to be front and center all the time and they need to main event everything, and then also the subset of that being the Joshi people who talk about who shit on anybody who thinks that the Joshi women are attractive, and they're just like, they're somehow work rate smarks with Joshi wrestling in particular. Not for like, once again, it's another weird subset, not for like men's wrestling or anything like that, but for like Joshi in particular. And I always, and it always to me is just like, I feel like I have to side eye these people because it's like, there's a reason why you're like this, and I don't know why. You seem, it almost feels like projecting. Like I'm at least man enough to admit it's like, yeah, the Joshi are beautiful. And there's ones that I like and think are attractive. I do watch their wrestling too, and I think that there are some very skilled, you know, a lot of them are quite skilled. But yeah, then you get the people who are like, oh my God, did you know Unagi has an OnlyFans? And it's just like, these people.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean,
I feel like you're just lying.
exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're
To
working together.
others
They're
and
just looking
yourself.
for the best shot they can every possession.
Backs down. 6 feet out. And the shot
And
is
hell,
good.
the way it turns out, usually that isn't that far off, considering how many of those.
Davis kicks to Duncan.
Didn't they just have some guy who was like really? It wasn't even the what's his name, Vosh, but like there was another guy who was. Was he a Smash? Yeah, he was a Smash Brothers player who was like a pro Smash player who talked about
Davis kicks to
anime and thought that anime fans were just pedophiles and like it was just all this and that, and it was turned out to be a lot of projection
Seems to
about
me as
his
though
own
they've taken it
pedophilia.
into another gear here. I love the way they're moving the ball around now.
It's like,
Everybody's
oh man,
touching.
all anime
Everybody's
fans are
ready to
just
pass and catch.
groomers and they like children and I hate these people and blah blah blah. That's what I almost equate some of those people into, because it's like I feel like you're really hardcore projecting something.
Trail by 10. Kicks it to Hardaway. To the inside. Tries it from 9. A rebound by the Lakers. Porter's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Sorry, that's my rant. I see that so much now, because now that I'm getting like, now that I have like a lot of the Joshi tweets, now I'm getting a lot of like the English speaking grifters that also are like Joshi marks, so I get like a little bit of that
With the triple. The Magic
pretty much all the time now.
here in the second half. Very strong. And the whistle blows as the
That's why I almost have to respect 4chan, because it's just like, at least with the veil of anonymity, they can at least be honest.
Inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
They could be. I saw one thing in 4chan when it was about the about Now's thing, where it's just like where her retirement is like, oh, so that means that Philly's going to be the only chance I have to shoot my shot.
Outside
It's like, oh no, there's going to be fist fights
outside Hardaway.
for Now's hand in marriage before she retires. And like I said, the more than likely option is she already has that on standby.
At the rim. But he stays with it.
Joss Whedon male feminist thing. I don't know, like the Joss Whedon, yeah. But then what was it? Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Oh, perfect.
I remember they had the one guy.
Steve, you have to be able
I remember
to
this was
call
like
plays
8
that.
years ago, probably now. I forget what it's like, the Austin Ale House, or it's like one of those like
That's good.
famous like beer theater houses in like Austin, Texas, and it's a guy who
6 of 14 with the 3 balls
tweeted
tonight.
a lot about how men are pigs and scum and they want to, do terrible things to women, and it's just like, and he's not like that, and then it turns out it's like, oh no, he's actually
Here's Pfizer.
like, he actually sexually assaulted women.
Here's Scola.
There we go.
Scola's got 12 points in the game.
Oh, now I can kind of tell that Shaq, it's not Shaq at 23, no it's
Well,
not.
that's important because
All right,
this
we did our
game, I
best
think, is
with
gonna be decided by
Shaq
who
not being
controls
here.
the paint in crunch time. Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
Because I think one of the Joshi people that has a lot of people like talking to him, but then I saw something on 4chan where they're like, oh no, that person's like a proven groomer, like was chatting up like 15-year-olds and trying to solicit to them, solicit explicit material from
And he
them.
knocks
It's like,
down the
Jesus.
first one. The Magic making a switch here.
It'd be nice if I had something concrete, but yeah, it's just, you know, there's a lot of communities of things that I like, but I'm not involved in because it's just, I feel like I'm going to end up looking sideways at a lot of these people. Hey, there we go.
Kevin, that's a timely three-pointer. You've got to keep it within reach going into the fourth. They can still come back.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Lakers.
All right.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. The New Orleans Pelicans.
Paul
Against the
Pierce.
San Antonio Spurs this Friday.
Paul Pierce and the Oklahoma City Thunder versus Gilbert Arenas and the San Antonio Spurs. It might be the closest to actual size between the two of them.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Lakers.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint.
But yeah, they already said that it was going to be $30 for autograph and photo combo. And I last night pulled out my photo books to start like budgeting out how much it's going to cost me to get a lot of them signed. What did save me money is I didn't realize that my Rika Tatsumi photo book was already signed. So that'll save me on that.
Nothing too fancy,
a little
just
bit.
simple execution. That's getting the job done.
And I wonder if I can get Mizuki to sign two different books, because I have like the original one that they did with sort of the four pillars plus the Magirabi one.
Good. And Miller gets the assist. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Uh-oh. I think somebody's hurt.
That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Duncan. Oh, and that
Oh, okay, he's back and moving. He was like really seemed to be hurt there. Is that Arenas? No, that's not Arenas. Arenas.
The basics look pretty exceptional.
Yeah, he does. They look
It's always the hour progressive. Yeah.
He should stay with those basics.
You're not supposed to notice those things.
We've got one here tonight.
Anderson, that's who it was that seemed to
Anderson passes to
hurt
O'Neal.
himself.
Shot's good. Shaq's got 23 points.
That's their third straight make off in the season.
Ah, that was a
Ball
dumb.
movement's been fantastic
dumb.
here in the last few possessions.
Number 3. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great
You
passing
do,
on their
I
last
can
few
say
trips down
it.
the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
Duncan left side. He dishes it to Jordan. Outside, Davis. And again,
Hey, there we
Orlando
go.
with the 3.
I wasn't so sure he could get it.
Oh yeah,
turned
I
around
saw
after
something.
that.
I saw something where people were talking about like your wrestling hot takes, and I think it was a wrestler who said that she was tired of people like, what was it? She was tired of people like treating women's wrestling like it's better. Like it's one of those things where it's like basically having a lower standard. So like what would be a 3-star men's match is like a 5-star women's match, basically grading women's wrestling on a curve. It's like, well,
Assist number 7 for him tonight.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only
I don't think that's good. I don't think people are going to stop doing that, you know,
Begun to take its toll.
because a lot of the people who want women's wrestling to like headline all the pay-per-views are going to be also the people who grade women's wrestling on a curve.
Look down at the other end of the court, and the same has not held true.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
We've seen Tim Duncan getting it done. He's got 13 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
Yeah, he's really been mixing it up in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
And Duncan drops them both. Lakers leading by 3. Hughes the pass to Miller.
The hell? Aaron Davis just rolling around on the floor,
Started by Davis. 6 to shoot. Here's Murray.
getting his ankles broken.
Fires from
Yeah,
deep.
go ahead.
Orlando grabs the miss.
All right.
Duncan's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Ooh, we got
He had a
Jordan.
couple in the first.
Oh, my God.
Able to get uncorked here.
I let Michael Jordan get blocked that hard and easily by Shaquille O'Neal. I am a dickhead.
Moving the ball around now. Hughes kicks to Miller from past the arc. No good.
And then he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one.
Hey, there we go. We've tied it up.
Nobody responds to end-of-game pressure like this guy. That's what comes to mind immediately.
There you go. I was about to take a timeout, but I was hoping they were going to have to take a timeout.
Embrace the moment at the end of the game. That's him.
And one thing about him that might not show up in the box score,
What the-
but is as important as anything else, is his leadership. I mean, he sets the tone for this team, and all of his
Skola,
teammates follow
Bender,
his
yeah.
example.
And the Lakers call time here.
Let's get Hoiberg, Miller. Yeah.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
All right, let's get our starters some much needed rest, because there's a good chance that we might need them in the last minute or so. We give them a couple minutes to really get their wind back a little bit. Let's have our bench guys hopefully keep this up. Oh!
He's covered by Bryant.
Go before Shaq can get back.
And there's the pass to Miller. And he was
Hey,
fouled in the
there we
act of
go.
shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Minnesota
The
beat
shot quality's
Susan
very
Mayhew.
good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Well, the way they're converting on seemingly every shot, I wouldn't be surprised to see their field goal percentage just keep going up.
For Los Angeles, they've gone.
That's
five
right.
to
I don't have
one.
anything Suzume or Arisu Endo to sign. I'm going to have to figure something out for that. I wonder if there's like
Foul called on the shot. Got him
an
on the
art
layup that
piece
time,
or something
so
that I
he'll
could.
shoot
I mean, I
two
could
right
have
here.
them sign the program I'm going to have now sign, but
Just look at
I
the
don't know. I'd
game.
almost like to have separate
17
things.
rebounds, and he's been a brick
I could
wall
do the
today with
8x10
all
that they should have, but
And he's really making them think twice about bringing the ball into the middle.
I almost feel like I'm missing out if I don't have something.
He doesn't get the second one. Orlando's gone.
There we go. There we go.
Three-point land to start the fourth quarter.
Tinsley, Kwame, long two, got it.
Tinsley with the assist.
Oh, that range shooting training has been working out magnificently for Kwame.
Guys, they're looking for
6
ways to
points
win.
on the 0 for 4.
getting laying off
Jesus.
the basket so far.
Couldn't make a basket to save his life in the first half. That's his first made basket. Like I said, it's been rough.
This is off the front eye.
Somehow we've been able to come back into this. Mike Miller's 1 for 8. I think that's a big part of probably why, too.
Down is Brown.
I was hoping for a foul.
He's just been ice cold. I mean, he cannot find the
Swallowing
range.
their whistle there.
Marburg covered by Miller. On the wing, Miller. They need this one. That's good. Orlando leading. Pass to Brown. Out of bounds.
No, he was right
Takes
there.
Such
Get a better pass, Reggie. Are you kidding me? That should have been there.
For Los Angeles, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Check his screen on Miller. Hughes against Miller.
We almost got this. We just gotta maintain. Maintain.
Soft touch off the glass. And
14-6
this
run.
team's
Okay, we've been on the 14-6 run. We've been starting to turn this around.
Tinsley dishes to Brown.
There you go. There you go.
It's the one-handed jam.
Now, that's a nice finish for the big fella there. I mean, he used his length very
All right.
well under the basket.
There may be
Is that good
more
enough to
athletic
put our
players
starters
around the
back
league,
in?
Steve, not many bigger ones.
And I'll tell you what, Kevin, I'd like to see him even take advantage of that size more often on the
All
offensive
right,
end.
we'll do it. We'll do it.
Los
I
Angeles
think they got
calls
some. I
timeout.
think they got some
They're leading
rest.
by 2.
Minute and a half.
149
These guys are
left in the
tired.
fourth
We
quarter.
got some rest for our
Orlando making
boys.
some changes.
Minute 50 to get us out of here.
Barber, he's guarded by Davis.
They still haven't taken their starters out. We always have a little bit more faith in our bench than it seems like any of the CPUs.
Gets the go-ahead.
Oh, that's not helpful.
The Lakers lead by 1.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them all.
There you go. A+.
Absolutely. Their ball
Bang it right back. Put them right back. Put them right back on the back foot.
Commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Back to Shaq.
All right, Shaq's not gonna shoot a 3. So.
6 on the shot clock.
Oh, big block. Let's go. Let's go.
Kicks to Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Oh.
LA's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here.
Shaq was like unstoppable in the first half, and yeah, just turned that around in the second half.
Hughes. Count it. And tie game. That is a
Oh,
huge
okay,
basket right
okay.
there.
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is.
Ever heard of a
Stepping
Hapa
right
baby?
into the
Yes, I
spotlight.
have.
Outside for Davis. 3-pointer. Knocks down
Got
the
it.
trifecta.
Boy, his
Okay, I'm
performance from
done.
long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too.
Here's Hughes. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Why are you wanting to
And they go
create a
the
Hapa
intentional
baby?
foul.
Because I feel like the half white, half Asian is more likely.
Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
And that's an intentional foul. And the first of 2,
Damn.
no good.
Excuse
Heartbreak.
me, isn't Hawaiian.
And he ends
There we
up
go.
making the second, and that
The
gives them
ablation
a
one.
4-point cushion.
Yeah, I know.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 24 seconds left in the game.
You gonna make a Mia Yim?
24
Ooh, I
seconds
thought he
left
was.
in the
I thought he was
fourth
like stepping out.
quarter.
Oh no!
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right.
Got it.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him.
Damn it!
Lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
There we go. All right, that probably put it out of reach now. They'd have to score a 3 real quick.
There's the 3.
With a hand in the face, that ain't gonna happen.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense.
Oh, last second Jordan dunk.
And tack on.
All right, I'll accept that.
Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And Steve, they did it in style, a beat down the entire way.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys.
Oh man, we were down 19 at the half. We turned that around real nicely. I'm happy with that. Shaq just walking straight to the bag, not a care in the world. Like no, oh no, there's Shaq. I forget the guy who was 23, but he was already to the back by the time they were doing the. Let's see, Baron Davis. Wow. That's what happens when Tim Duncan can't quite get it done and Sharif's not around. I gotta see when Sharif's coming back. This is getting interesting. Oh, practices with Magic. There you go. I think he might be back in time. Is he here? Let me see. It says recovering from broken jaw. We'll see if he'll be playing tonight. See what the starting lineup looks like. That's some good news. Fourth. Is he back in the starting lineup, or are they taking him off the bench? Oh, he's back in the starting lineup. Michael Jordan got it right. Got to be the sixth man again.
For a little NBA NBA action on 2K Sports. Wednesday night in the NBA. It'll be the Orlando Magic facing off against the New Orleans Pelicans. And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the
Stanislav
2K crew.
Metavenko.
I'll see you at the half.
All right. I'm excited to see what happens with this. Damn, they're doing pretty good too. Yeah, 22-5. We are Sharif is back. We are back to full. Let's see, Michael Rapp, Paul Pierce, Courtney Alexander. Okay. The Metavenko guy seems to be pretty good. I don't think real life Metavenko was.
Defensively, always seems to have an answer for whatever is being thrown his way. And if you're the offensive player, you do not want him guarding you because he will get right into you and make things difficult.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
Earlier in the season, the New Orleans Pelicans ended up losing their last game in this matchup against the Orlando Magic.
All right, not a great start.
Guys, you just got to flush it down the toilet and put it behind you.
Yeah, you do, Steve, but it's much easier said than done. I mean, it's hard not to dwell on the type of poor performance it was for them.
Here's Abdul Rahim, and
there you go. Great start. Great start.
How about that for a response?
He will say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
Alexander is guarded by Davis. Red outside, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Oh, that really just barely ripped out.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And one way to nullify a home court advantage.
Yeah, we got Revolver in a couple nights too. We got Matt Cardona coming. I wonder how much a Matt Cardona autograph is, like a portrait or something. We'll find out. It's probably like 40. I bet you it's 4. I don't know, because like it's one of those things that like some of them, like the real lower card guys, it's usually 10. If they're like a decent indie name, it's going to be 20. And then like former WWE people are about, or even like current AEW people are about 30. And then if they happen to be some like special guest from like the local hobby business, sometimes they'll be 40 because it'll be like, well, they're a legend. It's like, I like Heath, but I guess they're just trying to make sure they recoup their money. God damn. You ever look at a save and think, what the fuck was I doing again? Like, you've been away from a save for a while and you wondered what the hell you were even doing? I mean, that happens a lot with my current save. That's why I try to make sure I do a full show. Where, you know, it's like, okay, let me get a full show done because I'm going to end up putting some matches and maybe like a couple angles and I'm going to completely forget what the fuck I was going for. I've had that happen just on the one that I actually stream.
Beautiful to watch.
Here's Abdul Rahim. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
There you go.
He has 6.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically,
Look on the fly.
No coverage.
I mean, I get things. I do things like in advance. That's one thing I got to do is I got to make the. I feel like I have to make some graphical stuff for. Damn, I got to make some graphical stuff for my TEW thing because I got my Grand Prix coming up. My round robin tournament. That I'll be running every year. So I'm trying to run like a bunch of small shows. Like it's a lot of my like pop-up 1 hour, 15-minute shows. That's just those matches, which honestly, it kind of works out because even with that, like the money is enough that like it's not gonna break the bank. I can actually those are shows that I can actually manage to turn a profit.
Alexander passes to Red. And
Said
the
this when I
Pelicans
was
miss
insulting
again.
his usual in
Almost
Power World.
surprised
Uh-oh.
that he had that much room to work with.
Kicks it to Hardaway. Fires
I mean, they keep letting me open for threes. I mean, I'll just keep
Great
hitting them.
outside shooting fueling this
You want
one.
me to keep shooting threes, I'll keep shooting threes.
Haven't been able to slow him down.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
We got enough dudes who can
Starting
do
to
it.
take the wind out of their sails here. I mean, they're on the wrong end of a bad run. They got to sort things out.
I think
Nitro
things
and Thunder
were
has just
very
been
close to
pure
spiraling
touring-
out of control if
touring
you
show
didn't burn one
booking.
there.
Well, every team needs rebounding. Let's check out the league's top rebounders.
You
In
want
the
to see
third spot,
Jarrett
Tim
versus
Duncan.
Booker by the
There
pay-per-view.
are a lot of
Dude,
different
that's
ways
one of the
that we
things
can
that like
contribute to
makes
your
me
team's
like
success.
not play
One of the best
GM
ways
mode. I
is
think
to
I mentioned
get
that
it
before.
done on the glass.
Makes me not play GM
Rebound the
mode
ball
in
with force at both
the
ends.
2K games because
Back to Young.
it really has like the sort of booking where you can't do any sort of long-term booking or build up to a big match. You just got to give a Hell in a Cell on free pay-per-view, on free TV. Like,
They put on a real entertaining
it's
comeback.
ridiculous.
And that's always a feel-good game when you can win it like that.
Yeah, no question. And you can just see them.
Listen,
Game
I'm
is
not
getting more
trying
and
to
more
just shoot
revved up.
threes, but if you're giving me all this space to shoot threes, I'm going to shoot threes. We're going to turn into the 2018 Rockets without without missing all the shots, though.
Of a very simple play call, which is just the ISO. Get him the ball and get out of the way, and good things are going to happen.
And something else I think of with him is that three-point shot.
Well, we got Scola and
that's his
Kwame.
shot. And we've certainly seen him drain a bunch of them.
Because it's for WWE Games fans. That's a good point. It's for the people who wanted like who want to have like the TEW-esque experience, but without all that pressure of like.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball
Yeah,
without
they buy
any
the game
thought,
every
without
year. I
any
mean, the
agenda.
game looked
It's
good,
hard
but
to
yeah,
hold
it's
a
one of those
system
things where I have
with
to
the
think
points
about
they
it.
score
I
on the
probably have to
system.
get the game on sale because what am I? I'm not going to experience the full game. I don't do like my Rise. I don't really do my faction. It's kind of why I stopped buying NBA 2K every year because like.
Amazing finish with a hand.
Not really doing my career anymore because it's all sorts of goofy now. You know, I don't really do, my team or anything like that. So
Picks up the foul.
why buy a brand
That's
new
his first
game
foul.
to play
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new
my
group.
league? TW isn't even that hard, yeah. It takes a lot to get used to. Like it's a lot to get into at first, but yeah, once you get into it, you're pretty a-okay.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around.
You know, I was thinking about TEW because I saw another Reddit thread about TEW YouTubers to watch, and it's just one of those things where it's like, I know like probably not a lot of people watch, and I do a whole bunch of other things, so maybe it's not worth like mentioning me, but it's just like, man, I do work on my TEW stuff, but maybe it's because my whole channel isn't TEW that people are like, he's not, not recommended for a TEW YouTuber. I try to at least like I do my full streams, but then like
Covered by Miller. 6 to shoot.
I try to at least make the chapters so like I can kind of almost have best of both worlds for the people who just want to skip around. They could still skip around to
They'll take that percentage
like
anyhow.
where you need to,
Scott dishes to Brown. Lays it up and banks
but
it
still
in.
have the full thing out there.
Pelicans trailed by 6. They need a good
Yeah, they have
offensive possession.
preferences. I do understand that.
Empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
I have had people who I saw mention my streams as a, hey, you should check out this guy, but if you're not really into Joshi, you could just skip all past that. It's like, all right.
That's some tenacity inside.
I see
battling for the
I
second
see
chance.
what kind of
And there's Brown.
stuff
That's gonna be
people are
assist
not
by
totally
Scott.
into.
Brown
No,
shoots
I don't know who
second
it
bucket
was,
of the
but
night.
yeah, it was
What
just
jumps out at you guys, the assist total. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement,
there we
great
go.
rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different
I was
mindset
kind of
between
amused
these
though.
teams.
It was kind of
And Orlando
amusing.
making a change here.
It's just one of those things where it's like I don't feel like there's that many TEW YouTubers out there. So when it's like
And it's the Pelicans with the ball.
when people don't really care so much anymore, it's like, God, that sucks.
Number 17.
Maybe I should be getting
for
on it
2
more.
points.
Not into Joshi what?
Here's
It's a
Tinsley.
picture game.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Ah, damn it.
Backs him down.
Why did I have Tinsley posting up? Why did I think that was going to work?
Here's Jefferson and a strong
I
finish.
wanted him to try to take the charge because I knew he was going to start launching, but I couldn't get him
And once he hit the open
to
floor,
do it.
there was no looking back. Straight to the rack.
Passes it to Miller. Defended by Walters. And it's Miller penetrating.
There we go.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. He's off on the bench. The Magic making a switch here.
I guess that's one of the things about doing all sorts of weird genres of stuff is that like either you're the guy who does all sorts of different weird stuff and casts a huge net, which I don't because it's mostly like, you know, just a few sports games and stuff. So, but yeah, I think that's probably one of the things because a lot of the people that get recommended for stuff are people who do TEW for YouTube. And I've seen the guys who make their names like doing TEW for YouTube, trying to do like other stuff and then it not working out. So maybe that's what I should technically be. Is I should be a college hoops YouTuber who also dabbles in like professional wrestling booking.
You know, that's part of what great
Oh, that was terrible.
They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit too.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Magic lead by 3. And we'll get it going after
If one of your
this
parents
from the
pass,
Bradley
you
Center.
get the will money. Not expecting a ton. It's the best thing that'll come from it. The best thing that'll come from it is being able to maybe get a house.
Warriors this Friday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Pacific.
Evil Mr. Beast. Damn, we're really bringing in the 11-18 Suns versus the 9-20 Warriors as like game of the night.
Off we go, a close game.
Is there no other games going on?
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
They've established their presence in the
100
paint tonight. Also,
crackheads
a lot
will
of their
crack.
scoring to this point coming
And then
from
it's
down low.
and then I also do the same goofy thumbnails that he does too with like the plastered on smile.
For Orlando. Rice passes to Jefferson. Another shot. Rogers comes up empty down low.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Miller outside. Gives him the lead pass.
Oh, nice.
Pops it in.
One of the sweetest
Damn.
moves in the game, the reverse layup.
Pfizer with a great play.
Number 17. He's guarded by Davis.
Yeah, this not playing TEW as much as I probably should probably doesn't
The
help.
pass to Rice.
And this I almost didn't stream tonight
He's good on the 3-ball.
because like there have been too many nights where I just wasn't feeling it. Like both times this week were really one of those things where it was like
Miller kicks to Scola.
it's not like I don't want to play this, but I just have been like super unmotivated
Guys, let's
to.
take a look at how the Pelicans
Because
performed
tonight was
last
even a
month.
night where I was
Second
like,
in fewest turnovers per game.
I kind of want to
Third in
play the
scoring.
new
They're a
supermarket
top 10 shooting
simulator
team from the foul
update.
line.
I mean, to be fair, I could always do that tomorrow. I could even stream it. I could start a brand new supermarket and stream my adventure on that. Might bring in some different people. Probably kids, but you never know.
So much easier.
Number 17. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at
Let's
this
see what
point.
Pfizer got.
Here's Pfizer.
Ah.
Misses off the right iron.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing.
That's
off
really
the
my
middle
fault.
once he
Ah,
got inside
no.
the lane.
Jefferson.
All right, we're
can't get that
good.
one to fall.
That's not his shot there, guys. And whether you play D on him or not, he's usually going to miss that one.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. They set the pick. Inside. Pfizer.
Oh,
Tried
damn
to
it.
dunk it home, but drew the foul,
We need
and
more
he'll go to the
female
line.
fans for my mental
Well, he
health.
stopped the
Oh,
dunk there.
no.
That was about the only play he could make.
You sure
Well,
that's a
don't
good
like the
idea? I
foul,
need to
but you
talk
don't
to a
like to give
woman.
up an easy dunk either.
You saying there's not women in that baked Discord?
And in general, this has been a very good
A Discord all about
79%
pirating professional wrestling.
One of the things they've done, guys,
Does not
is
have
taken pride
women
their
in
free
it.
throw shooting this season. And
Play
rightfully
woman
so.
games.
And
Like
the Magic
what?
making a change here.
Animal Crossing?
He's perfect from the line this time. New Orleans has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here.
I'm going to be an Animal Crossing YouTuber to get the female fan base.
Outside the arc. No good.
I don't know. What else do they play now?
And now Orlando on the break. Here's Jordan. Nice touch on the bank shot.
Life is Strange.
Jordan's got his first points of the
I
night.
feel like that's, I mean, we're like any of the Telltale games. Telltale games.
Happy and, you know what,
Ah.
the assist numbers don't lie.
It's good. And he
Walking
drops that shot,
simulators.
so he will go
Any
to
of the
line.
walking simulators,
Three-point
yeah.
placements here. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Nah,
The
we're
Pelicans
gonna
have
be
been
we're
on
gonna be
4
real.
so far in this one.
We're gonna have some real tism going on here. It's gonna be all text-based stuff. I'm actually getting rid of the video game portion of this, and I'm gonna buy a text-based basketball management game, and that's how we're gonna play from now on. Everything. I've been looking at hockey. We're not even gonna play NHL like I thought. We're gonna make a custom league in franchise hockey manager.
The dish to Pierce.
That's gonna be my whole thing. Text-based management games.
No good by New Orleans. Beyond the arc.
I'm not gonna play F1. I'm gonna play Motorsport
Davis
Manager.
has got his second basket of the night.
You know what, guys?
I'm not gonna play Madden. I'm gonna play like front page sports football
Outside Jefferson.
or whatever the Wolverine Studios one is.
He has not been on his game, and their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Here's
I'm gonna play
Davis.
Hollywood Mogul 3 again.
A three-pointer off the mark. Pelicans trailed by 4.
I actually saw there was I feel like the forums died out, but apparently
Him this quarter.
there's supposed to be a Hollywood Mogul 4. We'll see what happens.
Watch out now.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Well,
and
now
I'll
they're
probably
just
play
going
it
to town
if
on
it comes
these
out.
defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin.
Like there's like 2 women in here. Pretty sure they're bots. Probably.
Phenomenal area.
Because like it says it's weird. Because like okay, so my
The way they work down low.
because my chatty ends up kind of telling me like a lot of the names and stuff, but like it doesn't. It also picks up like the bot names, so I end up seeing like a lot of names that's just like support small streamers, and it's just like something like that. That's just like probably just going around to small streams and like sniffing through them
From the wing.
for whatever reason to be a bot.
It'll be Orlando with
But
their first time out
yeah,
of the
so
game.
I have like 2 different numbers here where it's like a 13 and then a 1. So I think that's the real. I think that's the real one. If I look, yeah. At one point we had 2 for about 5 minutes, but otherwise it's just been you in here today. Maybe you know what? Maybe that is the other thing too. I probably have more people watch if I did mostly just concentrate on TEW, because realistically I do get an actual fair amount of people when I'm doing it.
Free throws now for him.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't
I just got to
beat on that
stop being extra lazy and like not putting it up on YouTube for like a week after it streams. I'd probably do a little bit better with people who want to watch it. Like if I actually did what I probably should do and get it within a day and not be so lazy, that should be that was like not a full New Year's resolution, but that should be something I should do as like a bit of a resolution to myself. This like for at least the rest of this year is get into the habit of like getting stuff on. Like I have Pal World sitting as like a private video on my YouTube. I have like several played up videos that I just never published, and I don't know why, and several like trucking videos as well that like I recorded and uploaded, but I just never published. And it probably would at least get a little bit like of like extra stuff in my channel. But yeah, maybe not waiting like 5 days to a week to actually put it up would probably be helpful.
Which can't be undervalued, Clark. So many times a game can come down to which team wins the free throw
Just
battle.
doing it like the next night probably would be a good idea. But then again, I feel like at this point, for as long as I have my YouTube channel, I've pretty much resigned myself to not being at a point where I'm going to make any real money at this or have like a real good-sized fan base. I'll just be happy for the people who come and watch and interact and be okay with that. That's probably one of the things, too. It's just like, Then again, it's probably it's sort of a one thing does the other, which does the other, which does the other, where it's just like, I don't have much of an audience, so I don't put up my YouTube videos right away, but probably because I don't put up my YouTube videos right away, I don't have much of an audience, so they just sort of bounce off each other. Hey. Twitch is growing, but like, I also know that there's like not a ton of people who, I'm sure there's people who, I wouldn't say they like dead subscribers or dead followers, like not dead as in physically dead, but just forgot to like unfollow. I haven't had that in a while, like people who unfollowed, and then people who like followed but just have never shown up. Like I've probably got like 3 or 4 people from when I played arena football. I got about like 3 or 4 people that followed that were like HVF, like Hogan Flair, Caveman viewers, and obviously they're not usually ever around because I don't really play arena football much. I only did it like 2 times maybe. So that might be the reasons why too.
Pierce has got 16.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Davis, the pass to Duncan.
Yeah, is.
Kicks to Jordan.
There we go. This is what her streams are like. Is it like nonsensical streams? Is it like is it a bot? I don't even know. I don't really even care. It would be funny though. I think there is something sort of amusing about the idea that there actually is like an actual ASMR streamer who just like unwinds when they're not doing that with someone just cursing at a 10-year-old basketball game. There is something kind of funny to the idea that if that were real.
Hardaway kicks to Jordan. Some nice ball movement by the Magic.
God, they just gotta.
Jordan the screen.
Like when they're done tapping on Tupperware,
Makes it off the glass.
they just watch some schmuck play an older basketball game. Hey, how's it going? It was funny. I was just talking about people not being here, and
Jordan sends it back. Right side Hardaway.
Hey! I haven't even paid attention to the score. It's pretty close, isn't it? Yeah, that just pulled us away.
Under pressure.
Unbelievable.
Guys, he got himself into
You also an ASMR streamer.
before he pulled the trigger. What a play.
And the first half ends in a close one. Magic out in front, up by 3. And we'll get it going after this from the Bradley.
But yes, welcome. I'm in my second game. This one's a little bit nicer than the previous one was. I was really not too thrilled with my team last game. We still managed to win towards the end, but it took pretty much the whole game to dig myself out of the hole that I was in.
Putting on a clinic in this one against the Pelicans. At the break, 11 points, and also has contributed with his passing, making some assists.
It's also I'm falling further and further behind now on TW, where there's like people who now have like there's people like the teenagers like Haru and Runa who are now celebrating their 1 year in real life. Haven't debuted in my playthroughs because I've fallen far enough behind, and like I told myself I wanted to start picking it back up, and I've just only fallen farther behind now. It's
And a look
amazing.
now at the rest of the action from around
Told
the
myself, I'm like,
NBA.
yeah, we're going to
New
do some more
Orleans is ahead against
streams.
the Hawks at
And I
Phillips
told myself
Arena.
that at the beginning
9
of the
points is
year.
the
I was like,
difference
I'm going
in
to
the
do
third
some more
quarter.
streams and really start
That's it
picking
for us
things
here
up.
in the studio. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And then I just didn't. I don't think it's like any mental, I don't know, because a lot of times I feel like I'm just not feeling it, or I feel like not streaming whatever I'm playing, and that might be the root of part of it too. Is there's probably a lot of stuff that I could stream, because like I said, I've put like 30 hours into Power World. I've streamed 2 of it. I'm sure it's very possible to stream it. I just haven't. I don't know. I think I always like doubt myself on that sort of thing too, about like whether or not I feel like people would want to watch it, or if it's just one of those things where it's like, well, if I play Power World or Played Up or something on stream, then there's going to be people who probably are expecting me to play NBA or TEW or WMA or something. Unblock me on Discord. I'm pretty sure I didn't block you on Discord. I don't really block anybody on Discord. I may have, unless you really did something shitty. It's possible, I guess. Yeah, presentation looks cool. Yeah, I worked on my jerseys. The main, I've had some problems when it's come to jerseys. That's really been the biggest pain in my ass. I figured out the logos and the courts, obviously, and part of the presentation. I think a big part of why, because I've had a lot of problems with presentation, not kind of doing what I want it to do and being able to edit it the way I want to. And I think a lot of that has to do with the game. I think a lot of it has to do with the 2KX tool being for mostly Intel users. I want to say that's a big part of why I can't change certain things about that.
Pierce has got 20 points.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Because, yeah, I think because I have an AMD processor, and a lot of these programs that were written for this is silly like that. And I haven't been able to do a lot of stuff that I've downloaded. I haven't been able to edit because for whatever reason 2KX tool doesn't want me to do it.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this
But
game,
I've been able to do quite a bit. But also, there's only so much time in the day. I could probably also do Dornas and all that too. But yeah, at one point I wanted to make a whole set of jerseys to put on here too, because it's like, yeah, I would like to have my own custom jerseys to go with all these custom logos I have. And then I don't know. I think that's another big problem is I get sidetracked into a bunch of different, just weaving around to a bunch of different projects. Which is why I actually, when I was looking at different projects, I made sure to at least finish my NHL 19 custom league one, so I could actually do a stream of it and maybe start a season mode thing of it, because I was like, let me at least have this finished, ready to go, so that when I decide to do something else, I don't have to worry about the fact that I've already done this, and then just leave it 90% done.
And he sinks the second.
Because I swear to God, my SD card in my computer is just filled with half-finished projects. It's kind of bad.
Gets it to go. 18 points for
You ever
him.
heard of Queso? Yeah. Yeah, big dude. I can't remember if he's a redhead or not, but yeah, because I saw an insult to him that I sent to that I showed my friend at work, because it seemed I told him I showed a meme of an insult to Queso that yeah, I'm saying your Queso because he's bad. Okay. Yeah, because there was an insult in his chat that really seemed like one that my friend at work would do, which was like, hey man, you were he's like, oh, you're looking thinner yesterday.
Lets it fly. And that one goes long.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that.
Oh, he still got it. And one. Let's go.
A goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So
Oh, it was just straight up goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean.
And we're both changing the oil on this one, huh?
They'll count the basket.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very
Just be
well.
a queso ripoff. I haven't seen much of him other than the occasional time of him getting ripped on for being fat. That's about all. I don't really know what he does. Should I be watching like highlights of him so I know what to act like? Damn it.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. Number 1, the Magic.
Now, the thing I like is they're getting good shots every time down the floor, and it's due to their unselfishness.
Just react loud when I call you fat. Oh.
Scola dishes to Brown. And there's the feed to Miller.
I tried. It didn't work out so well.
Miller off a pick from Brown.
Oh, God, that's a long one. Oh, he almost made it, too. Damn.
They have the lead, but they've not
that was a goofy shot that he almost made.
as well as they did in that first half.
Perry passes to Walters.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Scola backing down.
Maybe I just be one of those like I don't know. Is that really in vogue anymore? Is there anyone who's like a trolled on streamer, like one of those streamers who like makes believe that they're like a certain character so that they're like a hateable character? Is that even a thing anymore? That was like a 7-8 years ago kind of thing with like your whereas like you pretend to be like a certain character and act offended so that you get people like donating. I show speed. No, because I don't think he's that much of a character. I don't know. He acts a bit like he definitely overacts, but I mean, but like a completely different character, like fucking shit. What's her name? Because she's like a conservative now. Brittany Venti. Yes, that's what I was just about to say. Brittany Venti. Like, not even like overacting so much, but just being a completely different character, like Brittany Venti. Or what did they have? They had the one like that one gay dude. I think it was M60 for Jesus, because I think he used to just get offended at everything, and I'm pretty sure it was an act. Because he would let people on. You don't think that would work? Yeah, is that a mid early to mid 2010s type of thing? Are we past that at that point?
That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Would it just be like people not knowing that you might be a character with that? Because at that point, like, reality is so much of a satire that it just wouldn't work.
It's Pierce on the wing. Number 17. The three-pointer, no good.
And that's a shot you can't pass up. He should knock that down.
Scott with the ball. Now Pierce defending.
Brittany Venti got over.
Backing down is Brown. Back to Scott. Outside Hardaway.
There you go.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
2 big reasons. Oh, there are 2 big reasons Brittany Venti got over. 2 big reasons.
Because he's just destroying them from three-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down.
I was gonna say, like, I think,
Yeah,
you know, I mean, besides Brittany Venti, like I said, there are a couple other people sometimes, but like they couldn't hold that together too long. Like, what was it? Reactor. They had that one guy, Reactor, that was Tim Pool's brother, where he did a whole, like, his entire channel was like a parody of React channels, and he would like act offended or be stupid and just be this weird over the top character, like not even over the top character, but just a parody of like progressive leftists, I think. But it seemed to work until like he got into huge. What that guy was his brother? Yeah, the guy who was the Reactor, who he was just called Reactor, who always wore the hat. Yeah, that was Tim Pool's brother, who was obviously like a satire of reaction people. Yeah, that was Tim Pool's brother.
Good ball movement here by the Magic.
Knew him from Grade A Under. Yeah. Because Grade A Under A, I think, took him seriously, didn't he? Like Grade A Under A didn't take him as like the tongue in cheek that he was. Also, one of the reasons Great Andre isn't really that big anymore is because he couldn't really see what satire was. Mm.
1:33 left to play in the third. Back to Red. The three.
Sorry, I just realized how dry my mouth was. I almost sound like I had a stroke.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going
I just couldn't make a sound.
Well, at least the defender got his money's
How
worth
dry
on
my
that
mouth
one.
was.
Yep, that was an easy
That's what I meant to
whistle for
say.
the officials.
I needed some
And
water.
let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
What
Well,
the
their
fuck?
passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a
60
few of
points
their
off
passes have
assists.
come
I
off
mean,
assists.
we're at least passing the
How about
ball
the
around
touch
pretty
rate
well.
displayed
I
from
mean,
long
that's at least
range,
one
guys? I
thing.
mean, as a team, they are really
There you
shooting
go.
the ball well and executing from the perimeter.
We've got 118
I don't know.
in the
I
third
feel like
quarter
at this,
of the game.
well, I don't know, because the way things are happening with that is that I feel like you could be a parody and people would take you seriously. But then eventually someone like big, because you can't ever get too big with that though, because then someone big is going to take you seriously. And then like it's sort of over like that, because you either have to like
Clock at 6.
be committed to the character,
Here's Pfizer.
or you just got to be like, yeah, no, I'm not actually like that. Because, you know, as soon as like something goes viral, you're going to have someone with like 1 million subscribers
Very
talking
fast
about
to
you,
Alexander.
especially if it has any sort of political leaning.
The finger roll finish at the bucket.
And at that point, you either got to like drop the act and be like, no. Or you just got to like completely commit to it at that point.
Smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Duncan defended by Rice. Outside, Davis. 6 to shoot. Here's
All right, they left him open.
They get it back.
And that's why they left him
Here's
open.
Duncan, and the layup's good off the glass. Duncan's
Drop the
got
act like
12
cough,
points
cough,
in the game.
Fantano, yeah.
They have got to put a body on it because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Good job.
Could you do that? Could you do like a wrestling character like that? I've seen people who try to be like wrestling characters. It's always the lamest thing. Oh, did he get it? Did he get it?
No, I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close and not so fast.
Probably not. I think it was too late, but that was fucking
They
awesome.
got it right before we go to the fourth.
That was
Some
awesome.
people are still opposed to using replay in situations where the call doesn't have a direct effect.
I gotta see
on the
that
outcome of the
again.
game. But I think it has to be used.
Oh, I think it's gonna count. I think it's gonna
I
count.
understand the argument against it. It does interrupt the flow of the game a little bit, but it's hard to stand by and simply let an incorrect call stand.
Is it
And
counting?
they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Oh, they are counting it. Holy
Good to see
shit.
them get that one right. That's exactly
I'll
why
take
we
it.
have this rule
God
in
damn, that's
place.
awesome.
And I like it. Each basket is so important in these games that you've just got to make sure you get it right at the end of the quarters.
And as
Yeah, because I've seen the people who try to be like wrestling versions of like characters. LeBron in a Bucks uniform is cursed.
This Friday. Don't miss it.
It's amazing to me the amount of people who talk about wrestling though, who also try to be heels,
can change everything.
and they're just never good at it. It's why I don't watch a whole lot of wrestling YouTubers, because there are too many of them with not a lot of audience. That's like their persona. They're like, I'm a wrestling heel.
So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Davis.
What do you mean?
He's out there with Hardaway.
Like they'll say something antagonistic on purpose, something that they don't even believe in,
Scorching 68%
just because it'll get a rise out of people, or have some hot take that they know will get a rise out of people, even if they don't believe it. And then when called out on it, they just double and triple down. Once again, not because they believe in it, but because it just riles people up more.
Magic making a change.
And it's like something that would just be objectively like,
He's off on the second.
I don't know, something that like most people agree in, where it'd just be like, you know what? Stone Cold Steve Austin, not even all that great a wrestler.
And That one's good.
The Rock, kind of boring. And then, it's just one of those things where it's like, then you just start insulting people who try to be like, That's the thing that always happens. They try to be a wrestling heel, and then it's always like has to turn into like, it always has to turn into like slurs at that point, because that's the best way to get heat for them. It always turns to slurs.
Double clutches, and he sinks the layup. And the Magic lead by 13.
He didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest.
Bully Ray with his stupid reactions.
Kinda,
Kinda, I guess.
Pass to Walters.
I can see that. Whereas the story of the segment is literally about their friend. Yeah. But I mean, like, the nobodies who also do that too. Like they've spent the last 10 years listening to like reruns of Opie and Anthony and Howard Stern and literally just rip off their bits. Like that's like that kind of stuff as well.
And upcoming the schedule for the Orlando Magic. They host the Spurs after this one. That game will be
where it's like, as someone who's also listened to a bunch of O&A and Howard Stern, it's like, I know what you're doing. It's one of those things that if you didn't listen to them, it's like, oh my God, they're terrible people. And it's like, no, they're literally just ripping off like old shock jock stuff. It's not even that. It's not even like that bad. They're just losers. They're just schmucks who rip off shock jock stuff.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll. How about that, breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
All right, I think we're pretty. As long as we don't go overboard right now, we got less than 6 minutes to go. I think we got a pretty comfortable lead. That man flopped like you wouldn't believe. Felt like it. I wasn't quite watching him, but it didn't look like it was that hard, and then he just fell crashing to the floor all of a sudden. He even got his arms out like he was taking a bump.
First one falls for him.
I sometimes do, I forgot. I sometimes have done like wrestling lingo in front of like my Discord friends. Like I'll say something that happened in damn it. I'll say something that like happened in like the wrestling ring, especially when we're watching TJPW, but they don't really watch a lot of wrestling other than like what I show them. So it's just like, oh, that's a weird bump that they took. They're like, what do you mean bump? Like cocaine? No, I mean, it's a wrestling term. Started my career with UBR in the year 2000 when we get a PC. A lot of people started in those iconic draft classes like 84 and 2003. Young LeBron and anything other than the Cavs jersey is pretty cursed. It's kind of like in this game with Kobe Bryant in a Jazz jersey. Or Jordan in a Magic jersey and then also a Warriors jersey. I never tried my career with like the older rosters. I'll have to try that because like I feel like the draft class stuff will be weird because you'll be doing like older draft classes, but with like newer draftees, maybe I'd have to look and see how that actually works. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Although I also think that there's like I can't remember if 14 has player lock. It might just have position lock. I know that's an alternative to my career in like the newer 2Ks is having player lock. I guess that could be a more realistic alternative to my career. Because I remember trying that before where I just did like a My League where everyone just kind of, where you just sort of like move everything to the assistant to do stuff for you and then you just player lock as somebody. Eventually work your way up. Might have to try that again. See if it's still a thing in like the newest ones. I think the last time I did that was like 2K20 maybe.
He's got 21.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping by.
I wouldn't mind buying a new 2K if they move the PC to the new version, like the Series S PS5 version. I haven't ever really the Series S PS5 version, which I think has like a lot of the custom league stuff, because the PC version does not have. It has the Xbox One PS4 stuff without like the custom sized leagues and stuff like that, if I remember right, which is what a lot of people have been kind of clamoring for, and they still haven't moved to the new version. And it's not the greatest. Sammy Guevara's time in AEW very limited. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is trying to be a wrestling heel, you're just gonna have a lot of people like genuinely pissed off at you, like Max Caster.
But the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Yeah, because then you try to do something that's like, because then you try to do something that would be like genuinely kind of like iffy. And yeah, most of the time it's not even going to be people being like, oh, obviously he's trying to be a character. It's just going to be a lot of people going, yikes. Insensitive much? I used to like you, but now I've decided to block you.
Duncan with some nice deep. Outside Hardaway. Duncan guarded by Rogers. Duncan kicks to Hardaway.
Fuck it. There we go. Damn, we got to 100 pretty quick. Feels like it. Usually we flirt with the 100, get close, but yeah, we still got like 3 minutes left too. Let's get the bench out here.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue.
Paul Pierce has got 35 points. He still couldn't. Actually, Paul Pierce did better in this game than Shaq. I think because Paul Pierce also wasn't destroying us on defense is why we're still leading. People want Bones to say be a singles guy when he's 7 out of 10 at most. I mean, that's the thing. If you're a likable enough person in AEW, they're going to way overrate you, seemingly. Like, I almost feel bad to say, like someone like a Willow Nightingale. It's like, I don't mind her. She's not bad. I don't know if she's God's gift to women's wrestling, but like, I don't know. A lot of people a lot of people talk about her as like, oh man, she's the best. It's like, she's all right.
What it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly, like he's doing
Find it cool
here.
that Bones is a good wrestler.
Things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Instead of only being hyped up for being gay. No, that's what Twitter's for. Hyping him up simply because he's gay.
Pelicans trail by
Kid
12. Passes to Rogers.
I feel like there's going to be a point where Kid Bandit's just going to be mostly forgotten. I don't know.
He kicks it to Pierce.
I feel like that time has kind of already started to come.
Down.
The more you're actually out of wrestling. See, that's the thing. The more you're actually out of wrestling, the more people are going to forget you.
Pierce has got 37.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Willow's okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people really talk about how great she is, and it's like she's good.
Scola rejected by Rogers. Tries yet again.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, like I said, treat her like she's the future of women's wrestling and the greatest and blah blah blah, and she's going to be headlining pay-per-views, and it's like, I don't know if she's that tremendous. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't seen enough from her. Maybe I haven't seen the right matches.
Kevin, sometimes it just comes down to making the right play at the right time.
The free throw drops for Scola. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
It's kind of like no AEW wrestler, women's wrestlers like that. It's kind of like people pooping their pants over Julia going to WWE. It's like, oh man, WWE is going to get Julia, and it's like, man, I I have not thought Julia is that tremendous. She's had some great matches. She's had like 2 great matches. But other than that, you take away like the Tam Nakano stuff, and I don't know, like it's just been odd. I feel like she's also very overhyped.
Offensive execution really well done. They got the ball in tight for the high
Talking about
percentage
how great she is. It's like maybe it's because she's specifically going to WWE, and now they're hyping her up because it's like, oh, she's a Stardom wrestler, just like Io. And it's like, yeah, but she's not Io. She's barely Kyrie.
Here in the fourth quarter. Outside Pierce fires the 3. No luck. Great D that time from Jordan. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's all right. We're up by
Get to
8.
that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis kicks to Jordan. Davis, the pass to Jordan.
Fuck it.
3.
Damn it.
It's rebounded by
Can't even think of any male AEW wrestlers who are young and future main eventers, like except Darby. Yeah, but he's gonna he's gonna injure himself badly one of these days. MJF's title reign bomb. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I just saw someone who was like talking about that. It's like, bro was literally doing that whole bidding war of 2024, and now like 3 of the biggest free agents have signed, and people stopped caring.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted.
And so it seems split between people who are like, nah, I like MJF. He's great. And then people are like, he sucks. But then I have seen some people who are probably closer to me where it's like, he's definitely good. He definitely shows spots of it, but he's probably going to have to really step it up when he comes back.
What do you think?
Well, this one's in the bag. I mean, I commend them for really putting forth the effort until
He's
the very
saying the
end.
bag. I'm not 100% convinced. I'm an expert at losing these games.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, no question, the right call at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't help that MJF's entire second half of his reign was doing like goofy tag team stuff with Adam Cole, and kangaroo kicks and double clotheslines and doing a bunch of stuff like that, when it's like, obviously he probably needed to change his character up a little bit to make it interesting, but yeah, I think by the time he had that Jay White match is when I was pretty much done. When he had a match earlier in the night, then got his ass kicked, and then got his ass kicked some more during the match, and then Jay White still lost. See? Expert on potentially losing these. I gotta put some points in between us, man. Come on.
That's the only way to get it done.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws
Nope.
will bury them for sure.
Here's Pfizer. Off the
Oh, hoping for another miracle shot. Wouldn't have mattered anyway because we won, but that would have been fantastic.
To me, any win is a good win.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.
All right, Duncan, Sharif, Penny got it. I was like, would have been, should have thought it could have been Duncan or Sharif, but I think Penny was just hitting threes like like they were going at his style. Let's see. Now Sharif got 21, Penny 18, Baron Davis got 18. Everyone really kind of pulled up and killed it for us today. Duncan actually was the weakest of the links. Usually it's Baron Davis and then maybe Pfizer. So that was interesting. I want to see what did Penny have? Oh, he didn't even officially have a double-double. He had 9 assists. But yeah, he had more assists and more rebounds. And yeah, better shooting percentage. 5 for 8 and 5 for 7 from Baron Davis. Not a lot. It was really like 3 guys who shot all the threes. Interesting. Yeah, Reggie Miller got 1 point. Michael Jordan got 4. Tells you he's on his way out the door. Probably retire after possibly getting one more ring. 10 games in a row. There you go. All right, give me just a second here. All right. Let's see. We've got San Antonio. We'll go ahead and sim that game. There's a good win there. That's 11 in a row there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We are undefeated in the month of December. Can we keep it going against Milwaukee? Yes, we can. That's 12 in a row. Kansas City should be an easy game to walk through. 13, and we are undefeated in the month of December. We go up to 26-5. Let's see, 86, 87. It's close with Phoenix. Let me see. Oh, we've taken a loss against Toronto. At least we got 1 full month of wins. There you go. And then we celebrate the new year with a loss. 87, we won't do that. We won that. What happened? Why are we at 91 all of a sudden? 90 and 90. You know what? I guess we'll be facing Minnesota next time. We lost one of our starters, didn't we? Who's hurt now? Tim Duncan. Broken arm. Jesus. I was like, 91 means someone big is. Oh my God. We are short Tim Duncan, Michael Jordan, and Kwame Brown. Duncan, after spending most of the end of the last season hurt, is now out 6 to 8 weeks. He'll be back in time for the last bit of surge towards the playoffs again. Hopefully it'll turn out a little bit better for us that time around. Michael Jordan, broken finger, 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, so he'll be back by the end of the month. All right. Kwame, hyperextended knee day to day. Okay, so he's hurt right now, but he'll be back. He'll be back soon enough. But still, no Duncan, no Jordan, no Kwame. At least we got Sharif back. Penny's here. It's amazing putting some effort into his I don't know if it shows his attributes, but yeah, his like athleticism, like his durability was really a great idea. Penny Hardaway, the guy who's best known for his injuries, taking away a lot of his abilities to really be a big time star. I've got him up to a 96 because I wasn't going to have him tearing his fucking knees apart with me. And it's been paying off. Maybe I should be doing that with Duncan. Duncan seems to be getting hurt a lot too. Duncan, I feel like in real life, really didn't get hurt all that much. Durability's an 82, so he's average. He's par for the course for at least his position. Let me see here. Sharif, I think Sharif might have been also kind of a freak thing. Yeah, his durability is 99, so his was like a freak accident type thing. I mean, Jordan you can pretty much just attribute to being 40 years old. I think even with 80 durability, you can mostly attribute that to being 40. Good Lord, we got to get Kwame's block up too. We got to get his rebounding up. Man, Kwame really is this weird min-max guy here. I gotta do something about that, man. I gotta get his close shot up. I gotta get his layups and his dunks up. Jesus, man can barely lay up or dunk. Can give him some basketball moves. His low post offense and defense. I gotta do a lot of stuff. Instead of just maybe shooting drills, I need to do some other stuff for Kwame, man. I need to get him up there. Blocks. Kwame needs to be blocking. He's 6'11" center. Like he's gonna need to be the guy to block. So yeah, rebounding. Durability is a 68. That's awful. Honestly. I'm surprised probably because he hasn't done as much. He doesn't play as much, but yeah. I guess we'll have a game here, and we'll be really shorthanded on some of our top guys against Minnesota, and then Chicago's still not quite there. Phoenix is a maybe, but it'll be interesting with the Lakers then, if we get to the Lakers. So we'll do that. Minnesota and then probably the Lakers. And, oh my God, the Cavaliers are a 93. And then 95 Washington. Jesus. And then 95 Detroit. And then OKC. And then Utah. Oh, man. All right. So we're going to breeze through this first half of the month, probably. And then as soon as we hit the 20th, that last week and a half is atrocious. And we're just going to get killed. That whole last 2 weeks is going to be rough. LA, Cleveland, Washington, Detroit, OKC, Utah. At least they're home games for a lot of them. Like that Detroit, OKC, and Utah games are at home, but we got to go to LA. We got to go to Cleveland. We got to go to Washington. That's going to be something. Oh, let's see. I haven't consumed much pro wrestling outside WWE 0910 TNA. Yeah, I see that. I can imagine that. Obviously, when I get talking about wrestling a lot, it's because it's weird because I'm known as the wrestling fan amongst my family and even my friends, but I don't watch it as much as I think I do. I don't sit down and watch Raw or watch even Dynamite or anything. I mostly just keep up through everything with highlights. So I don't know. Maybe that's more than what other people do. So yeah. Oh. Basically, after Punk won the belt, it was Doomer. Yeah. AEW's starting to make their way back. I think Revolution I did watch. It was a phenomenal pay-per-view. Probably one of the best ones they've done. So yeah, I could see that. All right. That's almost 2 hours, and it's also definitely time for me to go to bed. So I thank you guys very much for being here. Even after I talk about it, I better make sure to upload this and then maybe even post it within the next day. Just so I do what the thing is that I'm supposed to do. But yeah, thank you guys for being out. If you watch this on YouTube, I thank you very much for watching as well. Hopefully this comes out on March 15th. Hopefully it comes out still on March 15th, maybe March 16th. And you don't see March 20th, 2024 next to it because I've been too lazy. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys watching and being here, and I will see you guys next time.